We're given a differential equation right over here, cosine of y plus 2, this whole thing, times the derivative of y with respect to x, is equal to 2x. And we're given that for a particular solution, when x is equal to 1, y of 1 is equal to 0. And we're asked, what is x when y is equal to pi? So the first thing I like to look at when I see a differential equation is it separable? Can I get all the y's and dy's on one side, and can I get all the x's and dx's on the other side? And this one seems like it is. If I multiply both sides by dx, where you can view dx as the x differential of an infinitely small change in x, well, then you get cosine of y plus 2 times dy is equal to 2x times dx. So just like that, I've been able to, all I did is I multiplied both sides of this times dx. And I was able to separate the y's and the dy's from the x's and the dx's. And now I can integrate both sides. So if I integrate both sides, what am I going to get? So the antiderivative of cosine of y with respect to y is sine of y. And then the antiderivative of 2 with respect to y is 2y. And that is going to be equal to, well, the antiderivative of 2x with respect to x is x squared. And we can't forget that we could say a different constant on either side, but it serves our purpose just to say plus c on one side. And so this is a general solution to this separable differential equation. And then we can find the particular one by substituting in when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0. So let's do that to solve for c. So we get, or when y is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. So sine of 0 plus 2 times 0, all I did is I substituted in the 0 for y, is equal to x squared. Well, now x is 1, is equal to 1 squared plus c. Well, sine of 0 is 0, 2 times 0 is 0. All of that's just going to be 0. So we get 0 is equal to 1 plus c, or c is equal to negative 1. So now we can write down the particular solution to this differential equation that meets these conditions. So we get, let me write it over here, sine of y plus 2y is equal to x squared, and our constant is negative 1, so minus 1. And now what is x when y is equal to pi? So sine of pi plus 2 times pi is equal to x squared minus 1. See, sine of pi is equal to 0. And so we get, let's see, we can add 1 to both sides, and we get 2 pi plus 1 is equal to x squared. Or we could say that x is equal to the plus or minus square root of 2 pi plus 1. So I would write the plus or minus square root of 2 pi plus 1. And we're done.